Axure's key output deliverables and how can you utilize them. Axure, as a powerful UX design tool, offers a range of output deliverables that cater to different stages of the design process. Let's explore the main deliverables that Axure provides. Wireframe prototypes. Wireframes are essential for visualizing the structure and layout of a design. Axure allows designers to create wireframe prototypes that showcase the skeletal framework of a user interface. These prototypes focus on the placement of elements, navigation flow, and overall information architecture. By using Axure's drag-and-drop interface, designers can quickly create wireframes that serve as a blueprint for the final design. For example, a UX designer working on a website redesign project can use Axure to create wireframe prototypes that demonstrate the layout of different pages, including the homepage, product listing page, and checkout process. These wireframes provide a clear visual representation of the design structure and help stakeholders understand the overall user experience. Interactive prototypes. Interactive prototypes go beyond static wireframes by adding functionality and interactivity. Axure allows designers to create interactive prototypes that simulate user interactions and demonstrate the flow of the user experience. Designers can define interactions such as button clicks, form submissions, and page transitions to create a realistic and immersive experience for stakeholders and users. For instance, a UX designer working on a mobile app can use Axure to create an interactive prototype that showcases the app's navigation, user flows, and key interactions. By testing the prototype with users, the designer can gather valuable feedback and iterate on the design to improve usability. High-Fidelity prototypes. High-fidelity prototypes aim to replicate the final visual design as closely as possible. Axure enables designers to create high-fidelity prototypes that include detailed visual elements, such as colors, typography, and images. These prototypes provide a realistic representation of the final product, allowing stakeholders and users to better understand the visual aesthetics and overall user experience. For example, a UX designer working on a mobile game can use Axure to create a high-fidelity prototype that showcases the game's graphics, animations, and user interactions. This prototype can be used to gather feedback from stakeholders and conduct user testing to ensure a visually appealing and engaging experience. UX documentation. Axure also supports the creation of UX documentation, which is crucial for communicating design decisions, specifications, and guidelines to stakeholders and development teams. With Axure, designers can generate documentation that includes annotations, design rationale, and specifications for developers to implement the design accurately. For instance, a UX designer can use Axure to create UX documentation that outlines the design principles, user personas, and user flows for a web application. This documentation serves as a reference for the development team and ensures a consistent understanding of the design vision. Product documentation. In addition to UX documentation, Axure allows designers to generate product documentation that includes detailed specifications, assets, and guidelines for the final product. This documentation helps ensure a smooth handoff between design and development teams, enabling developers to implement the design accurately. For example, a UX designer can use Axure to generate product documentation that includes design specifications, asset exports, and style guides for a mobile app. This documentation provides developers with the necessary information to translate the design into a functional product. Axure offers a range of output deliverables that cater to different stages of the design process. From wireframe prototypes to high-fidelity designs, and from UX documentation to product documentation, Axure empowers UX designers to effectively communicate their design vision and collaborate with stakeholders and development teams.